Hey guys, Zach here. This is going to be a quick video on the two types of people in this world. I coach people every single day and I ask them always the same question before I even start any kind of coaching session with them, any kind of thing. I'd be in a conversation with someone, just having a conversation, and I always ask them this question. And they have two answers. I always ask them the question, where are you going to be in 1 year's time? That's the question I ask them. Where are you going to be in 1 year's time? If you could just think right now, what's your answer? And they have two answers. The first person will say, I don't know. And they're not really clear on where they want to go. And that gives me an indication straight away that that person has no idea where they're going. And usually in life, you get what you ask for. So if you're not asking for anything, you're going to get what you ask for. So that person's going to be focused on the week ahead. And this is the massive thing that I see for so many business owners. They have no idea, they've got a massive dream, but they don't even know where they're going to be in a year's time. So they're going to put their self-worth on a sales call. They're going to put their absolute self-worth on a sales call, a coaching session, because they don't believe inside that they're worthy. And this is what I see all the time. But if you have a clear vision forward, and one thing I learned off Arnold Schwarzenegger was, all you need to do is get a vision. If you have a vision for your life, a clear vision, it doesn't mean you have to get it. You have to get it, but it just excites you. Don't you really focus on when you have a clear clarity vision for where you're going in your life? You're just super excited. You're like, oh my God, that's where I'm going. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be going overseas, whatever it is. And you feel so excited about it. It's like when people, book a holiday. Why they feel excited? It's something in the future that they're doing and they're focusing on it, saying, yes, I can enjoy now because I know where I'm going. And that's what you need to do for your business and for your life. And if you're not in business, you need to be really, really strategic about where you're going for your life. And ask yourself the question, because most people don't ask for what they want. They never spend time with themselves and say, what do I really want for my life? And that's the biggest struggle that I personally see, because I'm coaching people every day. I go out because I'm coaching, and then I go out somewhere and I'm talking to someone and I ask them the question, and most people have no idea. So if you can just find that out, your life will instantly change. So that's the first part. So what you're going to do is, if you're that first person that has no idea, my advice to you is obviously spend some time with yourself. Go somewhere, go to nature, go away somewhere by yourself and ask yourself the question, where do I want to be in a year's time? And instantly start getting directed. And the second step is start closing your eyes every morning and visualize that place, that dream life. The reason I do that is because imagination is the most important thing that we all have. Everyone has an imagination. Everyone's creative. Most people don't think they're creative because they go through school, and what school teach? It's all logic. How can I mark a test? How can I really mark a test through creativity? You can't mark a test through creativity. But what you can do is they can mark, logical things. So we go through our whole, 10 years doing all this logical stuff, not focusing on specifically on creativity. So all the creative people just, their creative dies, and then they have a story about themselves saying, I'm not creative. It's not me, I'm not creative. Everyone's creative. All you've got to do is get yourself into an altered state and create the life that you want. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can manifest it in the physical world. I honestly believe that, and I see it every single day. So spend some time with that. And the second person I asked the question to, where are you going to be in a year, have the most craziest goals ever. The craziest goals ever. They're huge, they're massive. And it's inspiring to see that. But then you look what they're living like. And instantly when you see what they're living like, they're not living close to that. And someone the other day asked this question to them. They had massive, huge goals, and I was really inspired by it. But then I asked them the question, that's cool to have those goals, but you're procrastinating every day. Let me ask you this question. Is the person you are right now going to attract those goals into your life? And obviously the person said, no way. Obviously. Because things don't just happen. You've obviously got to work for it, but you've got to become the person who will attract that into your life. And if that's not, it's like going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. If you're a caterpillar and you're procrastinating, you still got patterns from the past, you're still living in the past, it's pretty hard to break out of that state. But if you can really realize right now that every caterpillar turns into a butterfly in the right time. And what happens when you turn into a butterfly, you start flying, you start becoming different. You start having boundaries for yourself. You start not taking, I don't want to do that, to say, I choose to do that. It's too scary. No, I'm going to do it because it's scary, because I love scary things. I break through scary. Everything that scares me makes me stronger. Imagine if you had a life like that. Imagine if you had a life that every single thing that scared you, you just went for it. That alone would change your life. Someone had like this thing and they said, if you do something scary every single day for a month, your life will change. I honestly believe that completely, because everyone's got different comfort zone levels. But I want you to ask, if you're setting out huge goals and you're not becoming that best version of yourself to achieve those goals are never going to last. That's why when people set goals, they're like, what's the point? I never get it. Because you didn't change. Setting a goal isn't to get the goal, it's to grow. Setting a goal is to grow. Because when you set a goal, it expands your identity, it expands who you are. You become a butterfly instead of a little caterpillar. A caterpillar is a little boy. A butterfly is a man. A caterpillar is a girl. A butterfly is a woman. That's the way you've got to look at it, like that. And if you can really become that and get aligned with, hey, this is who I need to become and this is what I need to act through every day, because our imagination, all we've got to do is close our eyes and feel like we have the life that we desire. How would that person walk? How would that person talk to attract that goals into my life? And I promise you, they'll attract you so fast, your head will spin. So dream big, my friends. Which one are you? The person that doesn't set goals, or the person that sets crazy goals that doesn't implement? So my strategy for you right now would be set huge goals, set massive goals, set the biggest goals ever. Just realize, who do I need to become to attract those goals into my life? You do this alone, your life will change. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I wake up for every day, to see someone get clarity on where they want to go, because their life changes then. I don't want you to wake up anymore saying, I don't know what I want for my life. And all it takes is for you to sit down for 30 minutes to say, what do I really want? And get excited, put music on, listen to it and say, do you know what? I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Second step, who do I need to become? And start living that by using your imagination, and your life will blossom with joy and glory. This is a message out to you. Have an amazing night. Boom!